Recording to the cloud. Hello, hello, hello. Recording to the cloud from the beach of North Carolina. Okay, from the beach of North Carolina. Is not that incredible? That is incredible. The beach of North Carolina. Welcome to day 5 of the first book challenge, our self-published challenge. Okay, I'm your host, Dr. Fred Jones. This challenge is being sponsored by the law office of Fred Jones and Associates LLC, keeping the public inspired and informed. Inspired and informed. So we're in day number 5, where we're talking about sell your story before you finish writing it. Publish your first book with Dr. Fred Jones. We're on day number 1. We covered positioning. Day number 2, we covered authority. Day number 3, we covered invitation. Day number 4, we covered delivery. And today, we're going to talk about what's possible for your book, brand, and business. What's possible for your book, brand, and business. Now, before we get into exactly what's possible, I want to talk to you about something that a lot of people struggle with. Okay. A lot of people struggle with, hello, Dr. Claudine, good to see you. A lot of people struggle with wanting to get out of some situation that they're in, right? I remember when I got started in coaching, I was on a job, I was teaching, but I was bored. I wasn't fulfilled, and I was just going through the motion. And I was like, this thing is soul sucking. It is dead. It is not giving me any life. And I remember going to one other program where this lady said, I am so sick and tired of my job and what I'm doing. She said, I hate the parking lot. Huh? I hate the parking lot. He kept coming up on the parking lot, So oftentimes when people feel this way, they are serious about finding a freedom. They're serious about finding freedom. They want to get out of a situation, and they want to get free, but they don't know how to get free. Okay. They don't know what to do. They wonder, they look on the internet, they look for somebody to help them. They search the web, they look for friends, and they can't find any real help to get them to where they want to go. Tonight, I want to talk to you about what's possible. Okay. Now,
Amen.
I'm gonna walk you through 10 freedoms, and I want you to tell me which one of these you don't want. Huh? Is that Dr. Claudia?
Yes, yes.
I want you to tell me which one you don't
Freedom I
want.
don't want.
Yeah. How about financial freedom? The power to make choices without being constrained by financial limitations. It's not just about wealth, but it's about scarcity, a security, and opportunity that financial stability brings. It's the ability to live life on your terms, pursue your passions, and support those you care about without stress. We'll probably get an amen right there. Can I get a witness? How about time freedom?
Amen.
Amen belong right there. Time freedom, having control over your schedule. Time freedom allows you to prioritize what really matters, spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies, living life without the constraints, pressure of a ticking clock. Can I get an amen right there? Uh-huh. All right. How about health freedom? The ability to live vibrant and have energy, good health, is the foundation for all of these freedoms. If your health is your wealth, your health is your freedom, okay? That's a biggie. How about emotional freedom? Mastering your emotions, not being like a roller coaster, creating a life of joy and fulfillment, breaking free from past traumas and fears and limiting beliefs about what people done told us that we're going to struggle with. It's the ability to cultivate a resilient mindset and the capacity to experience a full range of emotions without being controlled by them.
Hallelujah. Amen.
Y'all gonna make me think I'm in church if you keep that up, okay? And I will do a hoop. Okay, how about freedom of relationship? Surrounding yourself with people who lift you higher. I like to put it like this. Go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. You'll always be appreciated, elevated, and compensated.
Ooh,
That's
amen.
that's freedom of relationship. This freedom is about having the power to choose relationships that are nurturing and supportive, and to distance yourselves from toxic, negative, them kind of people. You get the idea.
Hallelujah.
Purpose and passion freedom, the liberty to pursue what sets your soul on fire. Oh, come on now. I mean, that is so good. Finding and living your purpose brings a profound sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. It's the freedom to engage in work activities that resonate with your deepest values and passions. Geographical freedom. They call this one living life from the beach. Living life from the beach. Come on now. Living life from wherever. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. The ability to live and work from anywhere in the world, whether it's traveling the globe or simply having the flexibility to work from your favorite spot. This freedom opens up endless possibilities for explorations and adventure. Spiritual freedom. Now, I got one for you on this one. Connecting with something greater than yourself. This freedom allows you to explore and express your spiritual beliefs without restrictions, finding peace, purpose, and a deeper understanding of life. I want you to put a reference right here. Luke 6, 39 and 40, 2 Timothy 2 and 2. Folks, can I tell you, those two scriptures are two of my core convictions in my coaching business. It says a disciple is not above the teacher, but when the student has been fully trained, they will look like the teacher. I like to teach.
Wow.
Yeah. Luke 6, 39, 40. I think that's NIV. The student is not above the teacher. He goes to say, can the blind lead the blind? As they both fall into the pit. And he says, the student is not above the teacher, but when the student has been fully trained, the student will look like the teacher. When I did a discipleship class about 3 or 4 years ago, actually it's been about 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, I joined a disciple making group. And after I've been in that group for 2 years, in 2022, my whole coaching model changed. And that's when it hit me. Coaching is disciple making. And that's when I said, okay, Lord, I'm going to do this the way you want it done. And that's make disciples. And that's the way I coach in my high ticket masterminds. I do disciple making, mentoring, and I pour me into the people that God allows me the privilege of working with. And then 2 Timothy 2 and 2, he says, that which thou hast learned, commit to faithful men. Men is gender neutral. Commit to faithful men who will be able to teach others also. So I teach people to teach what I teach. Okay? Intellectual freedom, the power to think independently. I don't know about y'all, but that's probably one of my favorite ones right there. I like the intellectual freedom, okay? It's about the freedom to learn, explore new ideas, challenge the status quo. Intellectual freedom fuels innovation and personal growth. Let me give you one right there. Let me give you one. Alvin Toffler, write this name down. Alvin Toffler. Alvin Toffler said this. He said, the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write. He said, the illiterate of the 21st century will be those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. And that is real. The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but the illiterate of the 21st century will be those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. The illiterate of the 21st century, Alvin Toffler. You can Google it. It's a quote by Alvin. He made that many years ago, and I see it just so true. Those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. And then there's creative freedom. The last one, creative freedom. The liberty to express yourself authentically and creatively, whether it's through acts, art, writing, business, or any form of creation. This freedom allows you to share your unique gifts with the world without inhibition. 10 freedoms that I believe most everybody want. Is there any one of these 10 that you don't want? Creative, intellectual, spiritual, geographical, purpose, passion, freedom of relationships, emotional, health, time, financial. Anyone, anybody don't want? Can I hear a amen or ouch or something? Crickets. All right.
I want them all.
Hey, they're right there. Now, what I want to do right now is I want to pause for a moment and take a break. And I want to ask you, Grace Marie, why do you want all those freedoms? Why? What is your why? Coming to you
believe
next, Dr. Claudia.
believe living in all of those freedoms would bring the fulfillment because I'll have everything that I need. I wouldn't be, say, looking for um, any of those freedoms. If I had them available to me, I wouldn't be having to trade them out. Like right now, I don't have time freedom,
Mhm.
right? So that creates a spiritual freedom.
Mhm.
I would like to be able to do more spiritually, devote more time to, that. And so because I don't have this, I don't have that. And with this, I don't have that, just kind of missing out on a few things.
Mhm. And what do you think would help you get your time freedom back?
Well, one of the goals is to stop trading hours for dollars.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
And that would free me up to think about and even contemplate how to go about exercising the other freedoms. If I had more time, I think I would be healthier. I'd be more fit. I could
Mm-hmm.
go where I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do feel that I do have some of these freedoms, but the expression of, say, for example, my creativity is limited by financial freedom, or the lack of it. There's some things I can do that are creative, but I could do more if I had more tangible resources. So some of these I'm very free in, but not all of them.
Mm. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't have the time freedom. Stop trading time for dollars. I'm going to address that tonight. Okay. I'm going to address that and I'm going to show you how to do that. Thank you so much. Dr. Claudine, what's your why? Why do you want all these freedoms? Why?
Because I believe I can. So I believe I was born with all those freedoms and some. But for some reason, the society and the system messed up my journey. So that's why I need to recover to regain my freedoms. The way you break them down, those all belongs to me. So I just need to figure out how to bring them back to me and to enjoy it because the Bible reminds us that God wants us to prosper. It's in God's benefit for us to prosper, despite who teach us different, despite who teach us to be poor to go to heaven. Heaven, they say heaven is God, the state of heaven. It's God. I don't know how you can be poor and then walk on the state of heaven, which is God.
So why you want them back because they were yours to start with?
Yeah, I believe I was born with them, all of them, and some. But for different reasons, the people supposed to help me to discover them either they messed up or they didn't know that they can help me because they didn't have it.
If
Because
there
our
was
teachings, go ahead.
you go ahead, you go ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Because our teachings and how we grow up, we learn from our parents, we learn from our teachers in school, we learn from our spiritual leaders. So if our spiritual leaders don't have all those freedom, maybe they didn't work hard or they didn't work smart. I don't know which one is which. They didn't work to gain those freedoms. I'm sure there is no way they can teach us those freedoms
Got it.
because they don't know. So now we have you already know those freedoms. So hey, teach us so we can teach the next generation and people around them.
If there was one of these freedoms that you had to choose over the other that would affect all of the rest of them, one tangible freedom, which one would it be?
Absolutely finance freedom, money.
Grace Marie? Grace Marie, are you there? Can you tell me which one? If there was one, which one would you say?
I'm here. Well, I think that is the only
That,
tangible.
yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. If there was one, Okay, that you think that's the only tangible. Okay. Time, is that tangible? I think so.
Well,
24 hours. Health, health, is that tangible? So which one do you think is most critical to affect and I know that's a tough question, okay? Because
well, I think the most critical is spiritual, the
okay,
connection with God. But I think if you're asking me tangible, there's time is not really substantive as
okay,
much
all right.
as it's fleeting. And health, well, that can fail you, can decline. I think emotional freedom is very important, but that's not tangible either. I don't um I don't know.
So financial freedom is way up there. Would you
Yeah.
would agree? Okay.
Hmm.
All right. All right. So with that said, I wanna lock in on that tonight. I want to lock in on that tonight. Now,
Okay.
I want to show you all something that I rarely get the opportunity to teach, but I'm about to show it to you. Now, you all have probably heard me say value your voice at $997 an hour, right? You've seen that on my copy. You probably heard me say it someplace. If you haven't, then it's something that I firmly believe in. Back in 2013, 14, I was just like in a bad place, almost just broke. And I got on this training, and this lady said, if you want more impact, influence, and income, she said, you need to do this. She said, and the reason you don't have it because of poor management, poor messaging, poor marketing, poor media, poor everything. She was like, poor, poor, poor. And I was like this, I like to pour me some whiskey or something. Cause everything you saying, it just hit me in the gut. And sure enough, that night, that lady said, if you want to join my class, she said it'll be $800. But if you want to work with me one-on-one, she said it'd be $997 an hour. I said, did she just say $997 an hour? She said $997 an hour. Can I tell y'all what I did? I said, I cannot be mad at her. I gotta get to know what she knows. And I took out my credit card and I paid that $800. And can I tell y'all, I have not looked back because I wanted to understand how can somebody value their time and get people to pay them at $997 an hour. And I said, oh my God, I got to learn it. And folks, can I tell y'all, I'm 10 years deep into this and I've learned it. And now I'm about to show you something that's going to change your life. Here it goes right here. Number one. Okay, if you're going to value your voice at $997 an hour, you got to know how to do this. Too many people give away their wealth without knowing what they're doing. Okay, can y'all see that big enough? Can y'all see that? Or do I need to make it bigger? Can I see it? Can y'all see it? Okay, this tool is designed to make you aware of the value of your voice and intellectual property. You got it? Part one introduced various activities which you engage in that could be wealth generating if properly acknowledged and labeled. Part two provides a sample. Watch this now. Everybody, make yourself a note of this, ladies. If you're going to start your business, if you want to get started for time freedom and stop trading time for dollars, then you want to know what a professional courtesy invoice is. A professional courtesy invoice is something that you hear lawyers oftentimes use it, but I use it in my coaching career. This invoice indicates billing for 1 hour of my time, which is valued at $997. That's 16.62 cents a minute. Got it? All right. Now, I'm going to show you tangible ways to do this. Revenue generating activity to consider. Number one, telephone conversation. Everybody you talking to, that can be a group coaching call. That can be an accountability call. That can be a client care call. Every time you get on the phone, you coaching. You giving up a very valuable asset. Colleague support, video review, recommendation, referral. People say, I want to pick your brain. Let me pick your brain. Well, you picking my brain, that's my time. Or texting. All of this is valuable time that's costing you 16.62 cents a minute when you value your voice at $9.97 an hour. Shall I continue? Email communication. initiating emails, responding to emails, writing referrals, and introducing people, products, or services. That's of value. Social media influence. Okay, most folks don't think of this. They just get on social. Oh, I'm going to share this post. I'm going to endorse this post. If you are an influencer, people are watching you. And if you're liking and sharing stuff, somebody's watching you and they're going to follow what you're following. Preparing and sending email marketing, blogs, podcasts, all of this, my friend, is social media activity. That's valuable. Virtual training and consulting, creating, delivering Zoom sessions, webinars, human resource related activities, research, creating detailed descriptions, communicating with a VBA. Folks, all of this is revenue generating activity, every bit of it, okay? All right. Okay, now let's go down here a little further. Are you with me? Part 2, Dr. Fred's professional courtesy invoice. Invoice, value your voice publishing. Know Your Worth LLC, 1990 Abundance Avenue, Wealth, USA. Got it? All right, don't ever forget it. All right, Bill 2, future client. These people who want to be future clients. Now, who you're going to have to train is family members, church members, and friends. When you start your business, you're going to say, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the world's only bankologist, and I have started a new brand and a business, and I'm a best-selling author, and now I do business different. Now, I love you, and I'm going to help you, and I'm going to support you. If you need me, I'm here for you. But for right now, this is the way I value my time. I'm going to send you an invoice. It's going to be $5,000, but don't worry. My company is going to underwrite that invoice. I just want to show you the value of my time. And when you start doing that, they ain't going to be bothering you as much. Let's keep going. Okay? If you got on a call with somebody coaching, AM group coaching call for 30 minutes, look at here. That's $498. You on a phone call for 30 minutes. All right, let's do a one-on-one phone consultation. 15 minutes, that's $249 based on your hourly rate. Email, 5 minutes, $83. Training, $996.90. That's a total of 1 hour. All right, now here's the way the invoice gonna look. Future client, how to value yourself coaching, content creation, coaching courses, and consulting. Publish Me Now University World, we help clients get paid. All right, so you create the invoice and you tell them here and you send them the invoice and you say the telephone call was 25 of an hour. And you send them all this right here and you be real nice. And you say total coaching hours, 1 hour. Total for the service, $997. And then you're going to say, less the retainer, that was 0, and less the professional courtesy, $997, and the total amount they owe you is 0. This will teach people how to treat you. It will teach them how to handle you. When you're getting started, this, my friends, is one of the best ways that I've found to reacclimate people to you, because you're going to have to become a new person to be this 6-figure business owner, this $1 million business owner, this 7-figure business. You're going to have to become a new person, and everything is about who you are becoming. Now, you see that right there? That's the way you value 1 hour of your time. All right. Now, I know y'all are taking notes, and I really got a lot I want to cover, so I'm going to keep on going right here, right? Okay, now, so when you see that right there, I want you to hold on to that. Make some notes now, because I'm going to come back to you, and we're going to talk about some other things. We're going to come back to that now. Okay. Now, I show this all the time. I show this all the time. And M-A-L-E-Y. Okay. All right. Okay. I show this all the time. You got to see this. You got to see this right here, because this right here is where the bacon is fried. Okay. This is where the bacon is fried. You got to get this down. And when you get this down right here, you're going to be ready for business. You don't just want to write a book. You see, the book is the lead domino to your business. And the reason why bestseller is bestseller, because you're going to learn how to sell not only just your book, your paperback book, your ebook, and your audio book. You're going to learn to sell your time. You're going to learn to sell your knowledge. You're going to learn to sell your wisdom in order to create the wealth that you want. And if you don't put all of that together and just become a best-selling author, then you're just going to be a broke best-selling author. You got to have a base for this thing. And the base for being a best-selling author is to have a knowledge of how to value and respect your time. Now, I tell y'all, I say $9.97. I just use that figure because that's what I got indoctrinated with. But this was one of my clients. She came to me. She said, Dr. Fred, she had become a best-selling author. The lady came to her and said, Dr. Smalley, I want you to teach me what's in chapter 4 of your book. It was one of the chapters of a book. Dr. Smalley picked up the phone, called me. Dr. Fred, this lady want me to teach her what's in her book. She said, but I don't have no course. I said, you don't have a course? She said, no, I don't have a course. I said, Dr. Smalley, did you write the book? Yes. I said, how long would it take you to create 6 videos, 6 modules, 6 worksheets, and 6 printouts? She said, I can do that in 24 hours. I said, go do it. Go do it. She went and did it. And guess what? She came back. I said, now go offer it to the client. She went and the lady paid her $3,600. She only had one client, y'all. One client. Now, how am I going to get the hourly rate? Y'all know how I'm going to get the hourly rate. It took her 24 hours to build a course, right? She paid $3,600. $3,600 divided by 24, $150. That's one person in a class. Now, are y'all with me? Let's go a little further and put 10 students in the class. Can you put 10 students in a class, Dr. Claudine? Can you put 10 students in a class, Coach Grace? Yeah. At $3,600, y'all, that's $36,000. If you divide that by 24, that's $1,500 an hour. $1,500 an hour. Y'all, do you understand now why everybody on the internet wanted a course? Everybody was talking courses, but a lot of people were creating courses, but they didn't know how to value their voice and they didn't know how to value their time like this. Are you with me? Are you with me? They had the courses, but they didn't know how to value their time like that. Okay? Now, if you put 30 students in one course at this amount, that's $108,000. Now, we're talking what's possible tonight. Can I tell y'all right now? If you decide to write a book and got 30 women to pay you $3,600, you could have one book that generated $108,000. One book. And that's not from the sale of the book. That's from you helping somebody be a part of a book that you are creating, if you want to do it that way. If you want to do it that way. Are you with me? Are you with me? All right. Now, under new management and construction, I see that. Lord have mercy. I see it. I see it. That's nice. All right. That's nice. Okay. I want y'all to put a note, stick a pin in that right there. Stick a pin in that right there. I'm going to keep going. I want to keep going. I got one more thing I want to tell you. I got something else I want to tell you here. Okay. Let me go right here. I got one more, and we're getting there. We're making progress here. Okay. All right. So you just got to know what's possible with your book. You see, and when you build this book the right way, then all of these things can be realities. All this will just be a reality for you right here. Okay. Best-selling building blocks, return on investment. Many people want to start a business, take their existing business to another level. However, they don't know how to start or where to start or whom to consult. Okay. They pay a lot of money for coaching and it just doesn't work out. The best way to start a business, create a business, elevate a business is to create, publish, and market a book, become a bestseller, and there are unlimited possibilities that spring from that book. And there some of them are right there. There it is again. That's the $1 million. If you just want to get to 6 figures, you just create a course and do the first 3. if you just want to get to 6 figures, let's just say we want to get to 6 figures. Let's just create an online course and that'll get us to 6 figures. You see what I'm saying? You put 30 people in an anthology at $3,000, that's $99,000 right there. Sell a few books, you're already at a 6-figure business. But if you want to get to the $1 million business, then you invest a little more and get into the group coaching, and then you come up here and you create the $1 million brand, the $1 million brand. All right. So that's how that works right there. All righty. All righty. So why don't I pause just for a moment? And well, let me keep going. I'm going to keep going. I want to keep going. Okay. All right. Now, here's what I want to do next. Okay. I got an agenda here, y'all. I came ready for y'all. I ain't playing with y'all. I ain't playing with y'all. I ain't playing with y'all. Hold on. Y'all stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there.
It's Amy Feinberg.
All right. All right. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to show y'all some of the people, and some of y'all have seen some of these people, but I want to introduce you people that I'm working with who have started their speaking and coaching careers. They've gotten their first $5,000 client, first $10,000 client, first $20,000 client. I want to put some witnesses on the stand. Y'all know I'm a lawyer. So lawyers, they do evidence. We got to bring some evidence, right? All right. Here. They bring some evidence. Listen to this lady right here.
Hi, my name is Amy Feinberg, and I'm a #1 Amazon international best-selling author. I know, that's a lot. It's even blows my mind to this day. And the only reason that I can say that is because I met Dr. Fred Jones and I worked with him to create my book. I met Dr. Jones in a clubhouse room about a week ago. Up to that point, I only had ideas. I knew I needed a book. I wanted to elevate my authority, and I wanted to be able to submit myself for speaking engagements so that I could share my experience of losing 145 pounds with other people. My reason for doing this is so that I can help others, and I wanted a book so that that would be my vehicle to my brand and my business. Meeting Dr. Jones meant that I had a mentor and a coach and someone I worked with to help me with everything from crafting the title of my book, which is Food, Eat with Ease Every Day, Make the Life You Want, Be Happy, all the way to thinking of my book as a brand and possibly thinking about being a speaker, creating a masterclass, and so on. If you're thinking of creating a book and you need a mentor and a coach, I highly recommend Dr. Fred Jones. Make the life you want. Be happy.
Listen. Now, I want you to listen to the mindset of this lady. I want you to listen to the mindset, okay? Listen to what she had to have. And y'all, I literally have to, this lady really, Coach Naomi and we really bumped heads. Because I tell people, you're going to value your voice at $997 an hour. She didn't understand it. And we went back and forth. It was uncomfortable at moments. But listen to this. Listen what happened. Caught up with the young lady. I particularly call her the queen of editing, but she's a lot more than that. She's a book coach. She can help you she can make your stuff look good on paper, my folks. Hello, Coach Naomi.
Hey, Dr.
How are you today?
I'm good. I'm great.
The other day, I got an inbox from you. I got an inbox from you telling me about, before we get to that, Coach Naomi, what was it like when I used to tell you that you should value your time at $997 an hour? What was that like?
When I came to you, my biggest struggle was seeing my value and putting a comparable dollar amount with my value. I just did it. You saw more in me as far as the value, my potential than I did.
So how did you feel when I was telling you that your value was like $997 an hour, and I would put them numbers out there? How did you feel?
At first, I was like, I can't ask someone to pay that much. That's too much. I was more concerned with the other person's wallet than my value for the services that I was offering.
So recently you had a client. Recently you inboxed me, you text me. What happened?
I closed my first $5,000 coaching client. It was great. And it's because of you. I literally and not just from my notes and from my classes and sessions with you, but some of the tools that you have used in your own coaching business. And you allowed me to customize them for me and my client.
Hi, Dr. Jones. This is Stephanie Carter. I want to leave this video for you because I want to say thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your coaching. In the last year that I have met you and have worked with you, you have instilled a confidence in me that I did not have before. And as a result, I just booked my first $10,000 client. A year ago, I would not have. And as you mentioned, Front Page Publishing, First Book Academy, all of those came after we met. Think about it, Dr. Jones. They didn't come before. I didn't have
I'm just wanting to show you guys what the mindset that you'll have to work through. And what I just laid out for you here with these numbers and all of that, this is going to take some growing into. It's going to take some embracing, okay? This is the process, and you can do it. And these people are doing it. Listen to this lady right here. Now listen to this one.
I met you, I had not written a book. Think about that.
Wow. And how many have you written now?
Oh my goodness, up to 55.
Wait a minute, say it again. When you met me, no. When you met me, you had not written a book.
No, sir.
And now you have written
55
books.
Yes, sir.
Mic drop. So, Coach Mary, you told me the other day, you were in our mastermind meeting and you made a statement and you said something about, talk to me about pricing and understanding your worth. How has that changed since you've been working with me?
Oh my goodness. I didn't know my worth at all. I didn't know, I had no clue. I was pricing everything very, very low, but it really has shown me because that's what I thought about me. That's what was really low. And recently I did receive my first $10,000 client. And I was just shocked. She asked me the price and I told her and she said, I don't believe in Cash App and everything. Where can I send you a cashier's check?
Huh? That's what she said?
That's what she said.
Cashier's check. Oh my Lord. How did you feel when you went out?
You know, I was just like in awe. I was like, it really felt like you finally all the pieces fit together. But the truth is, I'm telling you what happened was when she first asked me the price, the sound went out or something. And I really said a lower price, but she didn't hear me. So what happened was I thought about you. And you know, I thought about what you said about our work. And that's when I quoted her a higher price. She heard me the second time. But the first time, I was so glad. And so we ended up reminding, I actually said.
Coach Rosie, you've shared these numbers before. Help me get the numbers right so that I'm out here with some correct numbers. Give me an updated number on this anthology. Would you mind?
Yes, sir. So 20 women.
Right? Yeah, just give me the ballpark. Give me the big picture.
It's like the number was right that you posted, 50,000.
You've generated $50,000 from that anthology. How long did it take? And put some framework to it.
I know. Okay, so you know this. I would say within the first 2 months. The first 2 months I collected 30,000.
Okay.
And then the rest came in over the period of the 6 to 9 months we've been together.
Okay. So
balance came, afterwards, because some people are on payment plans and all this stuff. So yeah, so the first 2 months I could legit say that within 60 days I generated about $30,000 from the anthology.
and then over the next 9 months, so you generated over you said 50. You got the 50. $50,000 revenue from that anthology. When you find a way, run the play. Look at what this lady did. Friend, hello, stop. Y'all gotta hear this. You got to hear this. I mean, I'm sitting here. She got 3 clients in 3 weeks at $92,000. Doing my our coaching call with Coach Donna here, and she's like, "Hey, I need to share some things with you. I want to share some things with you." So, Coach Donna, introduce yourself. Tell us what you do, who you serve, and we'll go right on into this here. We'll go right on into this.
Dr. Jones, thanks for having me. I'm Donna Parsons, and with mentioned to me that you were you had a different struggle with it, and I don't know if you remember that there were times when I basically, and it took me maybe a year or so to be like, oh, I think Dr. Jones is right.
Light bulb came on. So the worth moment hit you, okay? So the worth moment hit you, and then what happened was, tell me if I'm correct, you shifted from offering accounting services to becoming an accounting coach or a money coach. Talk to me about that. How you shift from just offering, done for you, and then you start shifting to wanting to coach and really embrace your worth and value. How did you make that shift?
So I remember you mentioned one student or session that, Donna, I think you should think about being an accounting coach. And I was like, And
it goes on and on. Coach Rosie, are you ready? We're talking about what this
Hello, everybody. I just had a one-on-one session with Dr. Fred, and I just want to say that if you're thinking about working with him, go for it. I feel like I'm the luckiest girl alive right now for having the chance to work with this man. He shoots magic out of his mouth, and I don't know how he does it. I love the help and the advice and the coaching that he gives. I found I was having trouble coming up with a book title, and it was just talking with him was just like a miracle, like magic. And he gives me exactly what I needed. So if you're thinking about it, then I say don't. Just give him your money and go for it.
And then
All right, folks. There are enough. I put enough people on the stand. I'm ready to talk to y'all now. What do you feel? What have you heard tonight? Do you see how possible this is? Who wants to go first? Grace? I see Dr. Claudine. She's just smiling. So, Grace, why don't you want to go first? Who want to go first? Dr. Claudine? Which one of you want to go first? She's pointing to you, Grace Marie. You're muted. You're muted. You muted? Oh, you're saying you want to defer to Dr. Claudine.
She's using muting as an excuse to do not to go.
So what do you see? What do you feel? What do you just give me your reactions?
It's beyond imagination. It's beautiful. I'm like, wow. Actually, what the meeting guys is the mindset, our mindset about money, our mindset about what we are worth is, like our worth, like asking people to pay. Because the first lady, when she was talking to you, I was like, when she told you she wondered why she should charge those kind of money. That's how I was. I was like that. I'm in the process. I'm in transition to transit that to feel okay charging people money. Because before I used to say, okay, why I have to charge people money? I should just help them do it for free. I know it. Time will pass anyways. I better help somebody and then keep moving. I help, don't help, they will survive. So why can't I just get involved? Yeah, it's a mindset. And then also believing that, yeah, you're right, 909 something, it's our reader. It's a mindset. And I don't know, it's a, people like me, we grew up in Christianity, tell us to be humble, tell us to be poor, to help people. Why we have to, focus on the money, things like that. There is this reality check we have to fight to confront, to feel okay charging money. And then also to understand that, like the other lady, she was saying that she was feeling pity to those people. She was wondering who's going to pay me. Money is abundance. Sometimes I hear people how much money they make, billions and billions. I'm like, how much I'm making? We're on the same planet. But because maybe, I don't know, maybe we hang out with people who don't have a lot of money, we think that money is the limit. But when we listen like you, I thank God, I thank you. Before I even forget, thank you for choosing to do this. Thank you for shifting mindset. Thank you for helping God's people. You should have just keep quiet and then minding your business, keep moving forward with your own life. But you choose to help us. Now I'm benefiting from Rwanda far away. I'm benefiting from your kindness. And then it's not easy. Your decision to keep pushing, keep helping us. It's not easy to help people who don't have the same mindset. You have to drag us to shift, even to help us to understand that we have an issue with our mindset. That's it's a battle itself. Forget about shifting us, to help us to understand that something is wrong with our mind. God bless you.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, and I hear you. Mindset. That's where it is, really, right? It's mindset. So we want to work on that. We want to look at that. Okay, that's powerful. So, Grace Marie, is your mute button unmuted? Yeah, it works.
Well, you see me, I'm sneezing. I don't feel so hot, but here I am. I just think that there was a lot of good energy and a lot of encouragement for people to ultimately maximize on their potential. And I was listening to the young lady, the one that you said you butt heads with, and she was talking about how she didn't value herself or she didn't recognize her worth. Um, I don't think it was, I don't think of it as worth. Sometimes it's the potential and, what really is the market. That's, I think, the biggest thing that I would ask myself, if as I hone in on what it is that because the first lady was talking about how she lost 145 pounds.
Uh-huh.
That's really compelling. The second, I don't really even know what her market was, but it's apparently a service that's needed. And sometimes you have to really drill down. Like the first one was real obvious. The second one wasn't as obvious. People need your services, but exactly what are they? And I think that that's really what it comes down to is believing that it's possible for me to find out my niche and market it successfully.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, I want to thank you all. So, what are your thoughts on the challenge? What was it like before? While I have you, Grace Marie, I won't. I know you said you're sneezing and carrying on. What did it meet your expectations? Did it exceed your expectations? Before, after? Give me your thoughts, Grace Marie.
You know what? I'll be honest, I didn't know quite what to expect, but it was very good. I didn't, I think I was telling you I've been an Amazon bestseller, but I think this gives me a better background and things that can help me make better use of that status. Just the breakdown of what you were saying today and even making us think about which freedom to choose and defining the freedoms and really motivating us to seek those freedoms and then just what is it, value, excuse me, value your worth, that whole letter concept. I'm so glad we're getting a copy of the packet because I can barely read my chicken scratch.
Okay.
But that was powerful. And that quote from Alan Topher, the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read or write, but it'll be those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. Very powerful. Think I heard something like that, but it didn't stay with me until this.
That's awesome. 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 Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, you'll be getting the replay and the recordings. I'll get that out to you. Get the team to get that out to you within the next 24 hours. Dr. Claudine?
I'm glad they said that before I speak because I was going to that's the only complaint I have about this challenge. I said, what is the replay? He didn't say that's a replay every day. I'm like, what is the replay? Anyway, so I'm glad they answered the question before I complain about it. So thank you. Wow, gracias, my goodness. She's a Amazon bestseller. If I am Amazon bestseller, I will put that in front of my name everywhere I go. People will know. Yeah. I will make noise about it.
I was making
I
a
need
little
to know.
noise for a little while, but
There, everywhere. Don't be tired.
you need to be consistent with it. And so I was, I really got to focus in on my true message.
Stop being humble. Put Amazon bestseller in front of your name. Anyway, I get more than what I expected from this amazing coaching. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful that I'm here. And I will book my session with you to figure out how we can go further because I want to make millions. I am alive. Like in the word of Dini Gracios, he said that he doesn't want to die and then go to heaven and meet God. And God is show him the person is supposed to become. He doesn't want to be disappointed like that. Me too, I want to maximize my potential. I'm grateful that I met you. I'm sure people meet for a reason. God put me in touch with you because of purpose. One of those reasons is to help me to make my millions. So I'm serious about that. People ask me all the time, why you want to make millions? I'm like, because I can. And I'm in America. There is a million people become millionaire every year. So I hear every day about that. So why not me? I was born on 9 months like everybody.
You are a firecracker, and I love every bit of it. I love it. I love it. I love it. The link is in the comment there for you to book your next level, to book your session with me if you're interested in moving forward and having a conversation. Okay. So just click on the link. You also can check the emails. Y'all been getting the emails, right? Okay. And I will get you the recordings. I'll make sure the team get those recordings to you guys ASAP. Okay. All right. Okay. Good to see everybody. Blessings to you.
When is your next challenge like this, so I can invite my friend to join?
Next month. I'll do one on in July. I'll do a challenge in July. I'll get the team to set it, and we'll get it in July. Okay.
Okay. Quick question. I'm sorry. Quick question I had when you were showing us about our time management, what our time is worth. When you talk about the team, I spend too much time with my team, training them, repeating. What you say about that?
About training your team?
Yeah. It's cost my time, it's cost my energy. Cost my money too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any suggestions and word of wisdom about that?
Yeah. Well, guys, I have worked with the team, and I've worked my company with a very small team of 1, 2. And the 1 is me, and the 2 is my technical person. And I have an assistant, but I don't rely much on assistant. A lot of people have teams, and I like it. I think it's good. But what I've learned, oh, this is so good. Okay. I'm glad you asked me. You asked for wisdom. Here's wisdom. When you learn to be a high ticket coach, you buy back your time and you give yourself more time to understand your business. Too often in my earlier years, I trained the team and I trained other people that I was paying when I should have been learning myself. And when I learned to do it myself, now I can better teach it. Everything you have experienced in this challenge, from the landing page to the opt-in, I almost did it all myself. I didn't come in here with pretty slides and all this pretty stuff, pretty. No, I came in here with real content. As a result, I'm able to help you more, and I have more peace of mind, and I'm not paying a whole bunch of money to somebody to do a bunch of little fancy stuff for me when I could do it myself. I would go slow with a team, and I would learn how to start getting high ticket paying clients. Because when you get high ticket paying clients, you now have more margin and more flexibility because you don't have a whole lot of overhead. That's where I'm at. That's what I teach.
Thank you. I love that. I love that because I tell my team all the time that before I hired them, before when I was a team of 1, I used to do many things in a short period of time, an excellent way. But now I have them. Oh, I slow down, reminding them what to do, why they didn't do it, comforting them, which took my energy. And then plus I paid them. I'm like, something is wrong here. Thank you.
Was that helpful? Was that helpful?
Big time.
All right. Awesome.
Thank
Very
you.
good. Very good. Very good. Well, thank all of you for being here. This is going to conclude our 5-day self-published challenge where you learn to sell your story before you finish writing it. finish your first book and publish it with Dr. Fred Jones. Feel free to book your next step calls. I look forward to seeing you. Until the next time, Dr. Fred Jones reminding you the most expensive thing you'll ever pay is attention to the wrong people.
Wrong people.
Bye-bye.
I love that.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Thank you. God bless you. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
I'll look to see
Bye.
your